What's up guys, again? This is the next tutorial, part 4 I think. Today I'm gonna show you how to randomize a number. Or more like a variable, or not really. Or, well, yeah. So, to randomize a number, first of all, you're gonna go to evaluate conditions to redirect the player. And it's very important, don't select this. Select this. And we're gonna have to use advanced mode for this. I'm gonna explain this later. Check that, and let's try this out. So thanks to Enthalpy and Dominic432 for teaching me this. So I asked a question here, how to do this. I didn't know what's wrong with this, but it turns out you're not supposed to use this, and the computer doesn't know this is an expression. If you don't know, this character in Ace Attorney Online means or. We can also go to forums v6 variable guide. He's made a guide here. If you want to see it here, wait. It's right here. Here it is. Wait, here. Enthalpy's v6 variable guide. So if you go down here, wait. Here. So this is what I can use in an expression box. You know, like these and stuff. So let's read through this. Plus equals add. Minus is subtract. This is sign flip. I don't know what that means. Like I said, I'm not an expert. Divide is division. I don't know what modulus is either. I don't know what this is, but this is and. So if we're testing expression 1 and expression 2, you know, this is just an example, so you can have two factors. So, and this is or, so you can have expression 1 or expression 2, so both will give this answer. And this is not, inverts a boolean, true is false and false is true. This is equals, so, you know, like I did the thing, expression equals 1, you know, if it's a variable. And this is lessened and this is greater. If you don't know this, these are gonna be important in today's lesson. And I don't know what this is either. This is the priority. And yeah, I don't know much about variables, as I said, but I hope I can help you anyway. So let's try this. So what he said in the thread was this. I'm gonna copy this, and I'll explain this. So this is, I'm just gonna check this for you. This is f:(random int 1 to 10, and this is the expression, you know. So what this means, we'll check this down. So this is just the engine to create the random number, and this is important. This is the range that'll select the number. So if we have 1 here and 10 here, it will select a number between 1 and 10. So it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can go to random.org here, demonstrate 1 to 10 here. See, it's gonna give a different result every time here. So, and this is the factor. So if it's less than 5, so that means if the random number that was created is less than 5, which means if it's 1, 2, or 3, or 4. And yes, so let's try this out. So let's say you wanted to have a 70% chance of getting a conversation, or no, maybe not, 50. So the easy way would be 1, 2, but for this tutorial I'm gonna create 1 to 100, and if it's less than 51, then we'll get the conversation. Okay, so if it's less than 50, which means 50, or the other side, 50 to 1. So, yeah, that's 50% chance. So let's create a frame here. Let's create the actual conversation here instead of going on here. This is AG, and this is PW. If you don't know, these are different defense lobbies, so this will make sense. I'm just gonna create a little dead end here. So this is Phoenix Wright, this is the defense lobby, this is the defense lobby. Apologize this. So let's randomize this. So if it's less than 51, it's gonna go to this one, and if it fails, if it's the other 50%, it will go to 3. So let's try this out. Note that these will be random, and this one time we got Phoenix Wright. Let's try again. This time we got Apollo Justice. So it will be random every time. As you can see, it will randomize between the two. And if you wanted to make this simpler for the computer, you can just select 1 to 2. And if it's 1, oh, I didn't get that. So I'm not good at programming, so if it's less than 2, which means 1, it's gonna go to the frame. So this is the famous same effect. You know, see this? It's randomizing. Or maybe I'm glitching out here. I'm just getting really lucky here. I think it's a glitch. But it's fine because I can study to this later. I mean, it's just to set these to 51. So we can also use randomizer in another way. For example, we can go do this. We can set a variable to a random number if we wanted to. I don't know why would you do that, but you can. So let's try it. So let's make a variable random var. And now this is where the tricky part comes. And I was taught this in this conversation here. So I had this, but the computer didn't understand this was an expression. So this guy, DomK432, pointed this out to me and said frandom int 10. Yeah. So he said I have to check the advanced mode box. So let's do that. Let's check it, like he says, and hold on, and check the load from runtime expression box relative to the expression. So let's do that. Check this box right here. This is for this one and this one is for that. So let's check that. Now the computer understands this is an expression. So now we just need to get rid of these quotation marks. I've tried to research what these mean, but they told me to remove them, so I'm gonna do that. So now this computer understands it's an expression, and now it will be able to, do that. So let's confirm that, save, and no, wait. We have to do something else here. We have to take rid of that. Okay, let's try this out. Open variables. Now we got 63. Now it's got 79. And now it's got 46. It's random. And the other thing is, this was important earlier. I had to check this, and I had a problem. I wanted it to be a 60% chance. So I checked this, and I said if it was 1 or 2. Wait. Yes, it was earlier here. So it was, you know, this was a mistake I made here, over here. This was the mistake I made. I accidentally pressed test an expression's value. So, to make it long story short, I tried to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I thought if it was 1 to 10 here, this was all wrong, don't do this. So if it was 1 or 2 or 3 or the, so this is an expression, but the computer doesn't know that. That was my mistake. You have to check this advanced mode box and click load from runtime expression if it's, you know, an expression. And if I wanted this to be an expression, oh, I guess I can't, huh? Yes, I can. Nothing can stop me. So if I want to randomize the frame, I can do just that. And now it can randomize from 1 to 2 here. Maybe 2 or 3. Let's check that to 2 or 3. I'm sorry this episode is so long. It was just a real pain. Okay, it didn't work because this is an expression. So sorry to keep you waiting. I hope you got the message. Yeah, so goodbye.